Hello everyone, welcome to Indulge presents Saturday Night Insta Live. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Fatima. I'm part of the Indulge team, and tonight I've been given the task of talking to our guest for tonight, who is popular model, extremely talented and super hot, Sameea Bangera. Fun fact, she's also the daughter of Chef Ajit Bangera of ITC Grand Chola. So I'm just waiting for her. Hello. Hi.
Hi.
Hi, Sameea. How's it going?
Good. Really good. How are you?
First of all, a big thank you for being a part of Indulge Insta Live in such a short notice.
Oh, absolutely. No worries.
Yeah.
Short notice
So,
these days, no one has anywhere to go, so we're all pretty free.
right. So, how is it going for you? How is the lockdown treating you?
The lockdown is going pretty good. I mean, there have been ups and downs. I think
Huh?
that's a natural cycle that everybody has. But right now, I'm in a good place, so it's good.
Yeah. So, what are you up to these days at home?
At home, I have a few different things that I do to keep myself occupied. I have, we have no help at home, so all the cooking and the
Oh,
cleaning is kind of handled by us.
really?
And then, so I do my workouts, I meditate, I have started studying, so I'm doing an online course. So I
Oh,
have a
that's
lot
cool.
of things to keep a good
Mm-hmm.
balance of different activities.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think
So
that's it.
a lot of people who've been like up until now, who've been going out all the time on work, traveling, all of them have been complaining of finding it hard to adjusting to this new system of staying at home. They are complaining of stress and anxiety and all. Are you facing any of those issues? If yes, how are you dealing with it?
So I think that was the main thing for me, was to find a routine that really works, which is balance, not just one thing, only working out or only doing, like, if you have different things, then you won't get bored of that one activity, and your mind can focus, the brain has all these different parts, so it's good to keep every part like engaged and balanced.
Right.
So as I said, with the working out and then studying, and then I listen to music sometimes, I just chill on my terrace. I draw, I color, so a varied kind of activities to keep myself
Yeah.
occupied.
Okay, so being a model yourself, you're being fit all the time. The fitness regimen is a part of your life, right? So how are you? What are your ways to keeping fit, and what's your fitness regimen like?
Yeah, so my fitness, I mean, to be honest, I think I've been working out more so during quarantine than I usually do. I'm not a big fitness person otherwise. I've
Really?
I've never really found I guess, my niche in it that I really love. But I
Huh.
generally, even before quarantine, what I would do is I would do some simple at-home workouts. So I think the
Mm-hmm.
quarantine hasn't really affected me too much that way. In fact, I think it's been better because right now there are so many at-home workout routines that everybody's
Yeah,
sharing. So
yeah, yeah,
there's so much
yeah.
more content for me to use and incorporate. So it's been great for me that way.
Right. So what are you into? Like, are you into yoga, Pilates, or what is your
I tried
favorite?
a little bit. I mean, generally, I do just some basic, like, mat exercises. I not too big on yoga, but I've seen, let's do like really good Pilates sessions with some
Yeah.
influencers online who do a really good job. So there's just so much access to different kinds of things. So I'm doing that more. I
Mm-hmm.
just kind of mix it up. I don't have any strict routine.
Right.
Yeah, it
So
goes with the
a lot of people have taken up cooking this
yeah.
quarantine. Have you taken up cooking? And speaking of which, it's something that you might have inherited from your father. So have you done anything?
So I cook even before quarantine, I cook I do intermittent fasting. So I
Oh,
eat in the later in the day. I'm not never
mhm.
been much of a breakfast person, so I eat from the afternoon, and I prefer to cook my own meals anyway, even from before this, because just so I mentally know what's going into it, how healthy it is. So I've been doing that. So I just kind of continued with that. Right now, the challenge is making the best of what's available in the market, because I think in Chennai everybody's realizing that everything
Yeah.
we want is not there, so kind of experimenting with whatever we can get. But I
Right.
definitely do have a passion for it. I think definitely get that from my dad.
Yeah. So have you tried recreating any of your dad's signature recipes?
I've not gone to that. So
Yeah.
my dad, I think what he really loves, and what I've noticed his cooking at home more, is he loves to experiment. So he doesn't really follow set recipes. He likes to create new things with whatever's available. I don't think I have the same knack that he does for it as yet, but I think my safety net is I love to bake. So I have a few like cake recipes that are my go-to.
Yeah. So, speaking of moving on to some of the serious issues, so you are sort of considered as the poster girl for body positivity, right? So, could you tell us how did you get into that, and how did you get an idea to promote body positivity and do shoots that promote?
So I don't think it's something that I was consciously trying to strive to be the poster girl for this. I think I just did a few shoots that I was very comfortable doing myself, which may have been outside of the norm that is generally done, I guess, in Chennai at least. Not so much, I mean, not in India generally, because I think if you see some shoots that happen in Bombay, they're way ahead of, this kind of mindset. So I think for Chennai, it was considered a little conservative, it is conservative, so it was considered out of the box. But it wasn't something that I was actually trying to do. It just took off really well. And I think growing up in Australia, where it's just such an open and accepting kind of mindset and environment, that I didn't really think too much of it. And then when I got questions about being body positive and girls who are maybe not the typical really skinny models and girls who are curvier, I've been very comfortable with my body my whole life. So I think that's something that just came naturally, and it's really nice for me to be able to tell other girls who maybe are a little self-conscious that there is nothing to be self-conscious about.
Yeah.
Everybody comes in different shapes and sizes, and we have to love ourselves for who we are, not what.
Yeah, a lot of people these days especially struggle with their body images. And do you have something to tell them, like, to feel more comfortable in their skin?
I think it just comes down to about how comfortable you feel. I think we set standard for ourselves a lot of the time where what would look good for other people. But as long as you feel good, and you need to strive to that point, to making yourself feel good and not comparing yourself to anybody else. I think, if there's something that you personally don't like about yourself, try to think why don't you like it? Is it because you think that society wants you to look better, or you personally don't like it? And if you don't, how can you, if it's like a weight thing, then, get into fitness, find a way to love your flaws as well.
So have you always been like this, always thought of like this, or have you had any role model sort of, who inspired you to think this way?
I definitely had a lot of role models growing up. I had a very close-knit group of girls and cousins who were really strong women, who were very intelligent, very beautiful, very outspoken, had really strong opinions. So they're definitely my role models into being, who I am, and having that courage to speak your mind and be yourself and love yourself who you are. So my cousins and my mom and just a lot of strong women in the family, I think, have been that guide for me growing up. Yeah.
Right. So coming back to this lockdown, what else are you trying to keep yourself busy? Are you watching anything on Netflix or any OTT platforms for that matter?
Yeah, so I mean, as I said, I started studying right now, so a lot of the Netflix has reduced a lot, but once in a while I do like, I do like to kind of just unwind. There are a few shows that I watch. I really love Schitt's Creek. I don't know if you've seen that. I just finished watching Never Have I Ever as well.
Oh, right.
Yeah. What else is there? Dead to Me is another one which I really liked.
Yeah.
There are a few really funny shows which are good. Working Moms is another one. Yeah.
All right. Somebody, Rebecca is asking, what are you studying? What online courses have you taken up?
Yeah, so I'm using an app which I heard about from one of the podcasts that I was watching. So it's called the Great Courses Plus, and they have a varied bunch of courses that you can try on this in different topics. I am studying the human brain at the moment because I just find it really fascinating, and when it links back to spirituality and my meditation, I kind of want to understand why we are the way we are, what makes us do the things we do. So yeah, I kind of decided to go back to the basics and start learning about the brain itself. So I'm doing that.
Awesome. Somebody is asking, how did you like Never Have I Ever, the series? How do you like it?
I thought it was good.
Yeah?
Yeah, I thought it was really funny. It's maybe, yeah, I don't know. It's really nice to see Indians and South Indians represented.
Represented, yeah.
I really love Mindy Kaling as well. I think it's really funny. So I think she's doing a great job.
So I will move on to the most fun part of this session, which we call 15 for fun. It is sort of like a rapid fire. So don't think much. I don't want you to take like more than 10 seconds to answer this, okay? So I'll just go. Random 15 questions, all right? Are you ready?
Yeah.
So how long does it take for you to get ready for a party?
I'd say 1 hour, including like shower, everything, my whole process. To be
1 hour.
I like 1 hour. Yeah.
Okay. Lipstick or lip gloss?
Lipstick.
Lipstick. Swear by lipstick. Yeah.
Yeah.
What keeps you awake at night?
Probably Netflix.
Yeah. That's the case with most of us.
Yeah.
And what helps you sleep at night?
Audiobooks. I have some like tracks which I just play next to me when I'm trying to sleep. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So if you had to choose one person to be stuck in this quarantine with, who would that be?
I think it'd have to be my best friend. She's back in Australia.
Okay.
But yeah.
Nothing like being stuck with your best friend, right?
Yeah, nothing like it. Keep ourselves entertained for hours.
Yeah. So which is your favorite place on earth?
My favorite place is the Theosophical Society in Chennai.
Right. Do you miss it? We all miss it.
I really miss
there.
Definitely.
What a fun place.
It's my peaceful zone, and I've been missing it a lot.
So who is your role model? You can pick only one person.
A celebrity or
anyone? Could be anyone from your life, celebrity.
My biggest role model and my biggest celebrity fandom is probably Will Smith.
Really? Can you tell me why?
I find his ideas just really interesting. The way he looks at life. He's a very intellectual person beyond the comedy and the movies. His thought process, philosophies. I find him really inspiring.
What are you reading right now?
Right now, I am listening to an audiobook. So it's not a book, but I'm listening to Sapiens.
All right. So what would you say is the most precious thing in your wardrobe?
The most precious thing in my wardrobe, maybe, I guess like a really good pair of jeans, like a really good
Really? I was hoping some diamond or some precious stone or something.
Oh, I'm not big on jewelry. Good.
Okay, so it's jeans.
Yeah.
Wow. That's
it's the basic. It's a staple. You need a really good pair of jeans.
What song do you sing in the shower?
I sing a lot of different things in the shower. I'm a big shower singer, so I don't know the one song. I think it would depend on my mood. But I was just listening to, I forgot what it's called. I forgot what it's called.
So what is the earworm right now? Do you like hip hop or jazz?
Hip hop, definitely.
Really?
Yeah.
Who is your favorite hip hop artist?
I think if you go back, it would have to be like Biggie Smalls and like old school. But if you think
Really?
recently, I mean, like hip hop and R&B, I really love Drake's music as well.
Awesome, awesome.
Yeah.
What's your favorite cuisine?
Japanese.
Interesting. Your dad cooked Japanese?
We don't much at home, to be honest. He's not really home a whole lot, but my favorite Japanese restaurant is definitely the Pan Asian in ITC. So he makes sure that
Hey, I've got one interesting question by Reina. What is one thing that your dad cannot cook but you can?
I mean, I'm sure he could cook it, but I think that my chocolate cake is my specialty.
Really?
We've never had a bake-off, so I don't know if it would be better. But I think experience.
That'll make for a lovely video too if you two have were to have a bake-off.
A bake-off? Yeah.
Yeah.
Do that someday, actually.
So, how many followers do you think you have on Instagram right now?
Right now, I think I have around 252K followers.
Yeah, you're close. I don't know the correct number. I'll check and get back.
I think so.
Have you ever refused a role in a movie?
I have.
You have?
I have a few. I mean, I think I've been approached a few times to get into Tamil movies, but I'm not that confident as yet to do that. So I think for me to take up a role, it would have to be something that is really like I would feel confident that I could pull that role off. So I've not come across anything like that yet. So I have refused a few.
So you do see a future in movies, is it?
I mean, not specifically, but as I said, if something came up which I was really drawn to and I felt like I could bring that character out, then I may consider it. But as of now, that's not really happened. So.
All right. So what is the one thing that you have stocked up the most before lockdown?
We didn't really stock up on anything much. I think probably lip balm is what I've bought the most of. Hey, you can never run out of
that's
lip balm.
nice. Yeah.
So I think I got like 3-4 packs.
So I could go on, but I think I've reached my 15 questions limit.
Oh.
So yeah. So there are a lot of questions coming in from fans. I'm sorry, I cannot pick every question. So thank you so much, Sameea, for being such a good sport and being part of this Insta series. Thank you so much. Yeah. So do you have something to tell your followers who are watching? Something?
I guess just hang in there. This is a difficult time for everyone being stuck inside. I know mentally we're not really used to doing this, so it's taking some adjustment, and there will be great days, there will be some harder days, but I guess hang in there. Hopefully we will get back on track soon. Try to stay positive, do things to keep yourself in a good headspace.
All right. Thank you so much, Sameea. Take care.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Please like our social media handles and subscribe to our channel by clicking on the bell icon.